Hi, hello, namaste. My name is RJ Manjula and welcome to my YouTube channel जहाँ पर हम books, 90s, poetry और life की बातें करते हैं. And the book trilogy that I have for you today is very interesting. It's called Grisha Trilogy. And but before I start with my review, अगर आपको ये review पसंद आएगा ना, then please make sure आप इसे share कीजिए अपने book lover friends के साथ. And also make sure you subscribe to my channel for all the book related reviews and also poetry related reviews, and also press the notification bell. So today's book is Grisha Trilogy by Leigh Bardugo, and it is also known as Shadow and Bone Trilogy. It has 3 books as a trilogy, of course. The first one is called Shadow and Bone, and this has been adapted into a web series also on Netflix, and of course the rest parts are supposed to follow. The second part of this book is called Siege and Storm. This is supposed to be on Netflix as a web series very soon. I think it's launching this month only. And the third part is called Ruin and Rising. Now let me tell you a little bit about the author of this book, Leigh Bardugo. She is actually in the list of New York Times best-selling authors, and especially her this series, as in Shadow and Bone Trilogy or Grisha Trilogy, is very popular. And she's been writing so many novels after that, and of course she's one of the best-selling authors, and of course her novels are always best-selling. Now this trilogy actually explores a new world, actually a new universe, called Grishaverse. Basically, there are some people born with special powers, and these powers are unlimited. These powers are very different, very dangerous also, and the people born with such powers are called Grisha. This trilogy, Grisha Trilogy, is actually a story of one such girl with special power, and her name is Alina Starkov, and she becomes a Grisha ultimately. And now Alina Starkov जो है एक अनाथ आश्रम में पली बड़ी है in a country called Ravaka, or along with her best friend Mel, and they've been best friends since childhood, and they are very close to each other. Now Ravaka जो है is a place where all the bordering places, also all the countries bordering Ravaka, they always keep fighting with each other for resources, for boundaries, and इस वजह से Ravaka is always under war, and all the people are either trained to fight wars. They're trained to become soldiers, and they're tested at childhood whether they are Grisha or not. Now there is a dangerous place in between these countries bordering a particular place. This place is called the Fold, and Fold is basically an area engulfed by complete darkness, and there are some harmful creatures, like really dangerous creatures in that Fold. They are called Volcras, and these Volcras actually of course eat human flesh, and anyone who dares to enter that Fold, that deadly place, is doesn't come out alive. Grisha, Alina Starkov and Mel, they are sent into one such journey into the Fold. Mel is a soldier, and Grisha, Elena, is actually a map maker. So they are sent into the Fold, and into the Fold one incident happens wherein Alina she ends up killing a Volcra with her power. एक ऐसी पावर जिसके बारे में एलिना स्टारकोव को खुद भी नहीं पता था. Now the first part, Shadow and Bone, is about Alina Starkov's journey from an orphanage to becoming the most powerful Grisha in Ravaka. Now of course this book talks about how Alina discovers her power, how she is trained in the little palace by her mentor Darkling. And Darkling is one such person, one such Grisha who has really extraordinary powers, and he really trains Grisha well. He trains Elena well, and he expects Elena that he and Elena together can destroy the Fold, so that whole of Ravaka is free. But for that he needs amplifiers. So basically every Grisha has some amplifiers to multiply their powers. पर ज़्यादातर कहा जाता है कि हर एक ग्रीशा के पास एक स्पेशल पावर, एक एम्पलीफायर हैंडल करने की ताकत होती है. लेकिन एलिना स्टारकोव एक स्पेशल ग्रीशा हैं जो एक नहीं शायद तीन एम्पलीफायर्स डिजर्व करती हैं, ऐसा उनके मेंटोर डार्कलिंग को लगता है. Now, of course, this book is a journey where they have to find the first, amplifier for Elena's power. And उस काम के लिए सिर्फ एक ही आदमी परफेक्ट है, और वो है एलिना के बेस्ट फ्रेंड मैल. बिकॉज मैल इज नोन एज द बेस्ट ट्रैकर इन द होल कंट्री, बिकॉज वो किसी भी चीज़ को कहीं से भी सूंघ के किसी भी तरीके से बाहर निकाल सकते हैं. दैट्स हिज स्पेशल पावर. Now, of course, during this journey, Elena is trained, but during the training, she learns certain dark secrets about a lot of people she trusted, and ultimately, she runs away from the palace. She runs away from the man who, who trained her, who was her mentor. She goes against her mentor, Darkling. Now, in the second part, Siege and Storm, Elena and Mal are on the run because they've run away from the little palace, and Mal is actually helping Elena. But of course, Darkling and his dark forces are behind Elena because he wants to use her power not to destroy the fold, but to get Ravaka's throne. And he wants to be the most powerful Grisha in this universe, and that's why he wants to use Elena's power. Now they are on the run, but उनकी मदद के लिए आते हैं एक कैप्टन स्ट्रमहॉर्न. Very very interesting character in this book, my most favorite character in the book. And of course वो उन्हें बचा लेते हैं डार्कलिंग से और उन्हें भगा के ले जाते हैं. But of course उनकी भी एक अलग आइडेंटिटी है, उनका भी एक अलग इरादा है, मिशन है, which can be very dangerous for both Mal and Elena. Now, of course, in this part, Elena gets the second amplifier, and the second amplifier, of course, to multiply her power even more. But during this journey, Elena and Mal, they feel that their relationship is getting a bit difficult. Especially Mal feels that Elena is becoming like the Darkling himself. Like she's also getting hungry for more power. Will Elena be able to sacrifice her power for true love, or vice versa? That's what this book is all about. Now, the third part, Rune and Rising, is about Elena's continuously growing power, and also her continuously growing distance between Mal and her. And Elena is not alone now. She obviously always had Mal with her, but now she has lot of Grisha girls. She has a whole army with her. She has Captain Strumhound, and everything is working in her favor. And finally, she doesn't have to run anymore. अब वो तैयार हैं पूरी तरह से डार्कलिंग और उनकी डार्क फोर्सेस को फेस करने के लिए. ज़रूरत है तो बस थर्ड एम्पलीफायर की. And that amplifier will come at a huge price, very 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 heavy price. As they say, power comes with a price, and Elena is not ready to pay that price. Will Elena be able to destroy the Darkling? Will she be able to sacrifice the the thing that she loves the most, and she has to sacrifice it for for the third amplifier? Will she be able to destroy the fold? All that is part of this book, the third and the final part of Grisha Trilogy. So इस trilogy के बारे में ना मैं आपसे इतना ही कह सकती हूँ कि ये trilogy मैंने 6 days में ख़त्म की है. And I think that speaks a lot about the story, because I have to tell you, the story is crisp and the writing is amazing. I mean, Leigh Bardugo has done an amazing job with writing. Not even for a second you'll get bored, because there's action happening at every single page. And of course the characters are so well defined. In fact, अगर आपका जो Netflix में इसकी वेब सीरीज है पहला पार्ट शैडो एंड बोन, अगर वो भी देखेंगे ना, I don't think so that does justice to what this book, the way book describes these characters. Mal हैं, चाहे वो Elena हैं, चाहे वो Darkling हैं, even other characters like supporting characters like Jinya, who's Elena's friend, and of course my favorite character, as I said, Nikolai. He's funny, he's witty, he's crazy, sometimes really drives you mad. My favorite character in the book. And of course, as I said, I love the storyline, I love the plot, and this book is amazing. And I would really say, before watching that series on Netflix, if you can read these 3 books, I mean, you'll be very very happy. You won't be disappointed. Now, just to give you an idea, which I always do in my reviews, I want to read my favorite lines from this, trilogy, which is actually about, how much you have to sacrifice if you want to be the most powerful person, on this earth, or, how much sacrifice these superheroes they have to make, because we have no clue. We always think that superheroes have special powers, they have superpowers, but we don't know what they've sacrificed to get that superpower. So the part where Elena is thinking of sacrificing her love, and she's just thinking of love, and I love these lines, and it says, maybe love was superstition, a prayer we said to keep the truth of loneliness at bay. The stars looked as if they were close together, when really they were millions of miles apart. In the end, maybe love just meant longing for something impossibly bright and forever out of reach. So do grab a copy of Grisha Trilogy. You're not going to be disappointed, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Till then, please keep reading and please keep smiling.